Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. That's why the studio looks very different. I'm in a residence inn in the Valley, sitting in my hotel room because I called Colonel Waldron based on some meetings I've had today, and he participated in. And we want to get some information out to you right away. We did not want to wait a day. And so, good or bad, you're getting him in his command bunker, and you're getting me in a hotel room. So I hope you can withstand that. Ladies and gentlemen, the audit continues to move ahead. I want to share with you that it was supposed to, by social media standards, finish on May 14th or 15th, depending on who you talk to and which social media you read. It's not going to happen that way. It will be extended, not because there's problems, but because there's that much going on, and they're being that thorough. They're looking at, like we've talked about in the past, and Colonel Waldron has too, in testifying before legislatures, the machines, the tabulators, and the ballots. And so it will not be ended by, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're all tired, May 15th. It will go on a little bit further than that. That's one thing I want to clarify. Security has been a big issue, and there's been lots of things written about it. I will share with you without divulging the specifics, but one day the Colonel and I probably will, along with someone else who's directly involved. There are 4 layers of security for the ballots and for the machines. People have gotten near the ballots, but you need to know that those are team members. Insofar as citizens going in, no, that has not happened. As far as media has been allowed. That was pursuant to agreements, so they could take pictures and record information about the scene, the floor, the ballots, all of that. So all of that is very orchestrated. I will tell you also that even when media or someone, a high visibility individual, comes in to view the floor where all the machines are, there is security right there, and they are not left unattended. There are security people right in certain areas where the guests or the VIPs can go to view it, and there is security right there to watching them. Likewise, I want to clear up another misinformation. You cannot enter the facility unless you're on a very prescribed list. It doesn't matter who you are. So those are just a couple of the concerns. Now, another concern is a carnival that's taking place right now simultaneously with the count. This was known. Other steps have been taken to provide security, so you cannot have carnies and people just walking through anything connected to the ballots. I just want to briefly let you know that that's all drawn out of proportion. The people are coming in, they are parking at the fairgrounds, the Coliseum, but there is security, there's cameras, and there's, like I said, layers monitoring all of this and keeping citizens, carnival people, and all that separate from the actual forensic ballots that are being audited. So I just want to clear up those few things. Social media has gone crazy, and there's some other things in the next day or two we'll clear up. But I don't want to take any more time with that. I want you to hear something that Colonel Waldron and I discussed today in a very big meeting, and also share some additional information that will clarify, again, stuff going across the internet. Now, this has to do with who is releasing information and who you should be listening to. So with that little bit of an intro, Colonel, you were initially discussed with the Senate and they with you that you would be a liaison to this audit. Is that correct?
Yeah, back with the Senate leadership, when we started, we had some pretty frank, open discussions, and the Senate leadership thought because that I had testified with Mayor Giuliani that I would be a toxic or caustic factor, but they still wanted to be able to ask questions and ask information. How what about this? What about that? And I know a little bit about election security. There was this little event in 2005 in and around the city of Baghdad, and we spent about 45 days writing the special security plan for the 2005 Iraqi election. So, slightly more hazardous than this one. We had suicide vest bombers and VBIDs and all kind of different little threats, but still the same concept: a 3 outer rings of security with an entry control point and control point mechanism. So the fundamentals of security are fundamentals, and that's why security professionals know the basics, and those are executed well. So for their sanity, for the Senate leadership sanity, I told them that I would perform whatever duties that they would like, and help in any way that I could, but not to be a distractor or a distracting factor to the audit.